Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
And it's time, once again, it's been a little while since we've done one of these. We're going to go back in time and play and react to some old school Dave Meltzer star ratings, Larson.
Yeah, people like when we talk about Dave Meltzer and star ratings. I've noticed that in the comments. People are really excited to hear about what Dave Meltzer has to say, anything involving the world of wrestling.
Are you trolling right now?
Maybe a little bit.
Somebody the other day said, the star rating stuff is so cringe. Well, then
Guess what? You get more
man.
of it. I'll tell you.
Guess what, buddy? You get a bunch more. I enjoy doing these things largely because it's a fun little historical time capsule type thing. And oftentimes Dave's little idiosyncrasies.
It's the asides. That's what it is.
The asides are hilarious.
The things he decides to write about in his write-ups. Anyways, we got, what is this? 8 matches with WrestleMania 27.
Yeah.
This is the WrestleMania that got me back into wrestling, which is weird because it's a terrible WrestleMania.
This is like an epically bad WrestleMania.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm on the hot seat today.
You are. Here's a little clue for you. This is, of course, this card features the terrible Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler match.
Ooh.
And yet, it's not the lowest rated match on the card.
Have we done this before? Because I think I remember. Did we do a retro review of this one?
No, but we've included that match in like our, we used to do the retro star ratings, but it was just matches, not whole cards.
Oh, okay.
And it was featured in that, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Anyways, are you ready, Steve?
No, but we'll just go ahead and do it. It's been a while since I've watched this WrestleMania.
Same.
Try to block it from my memory.
All right. First match, of course, was Edge defeating Alberto Del Rio to retain the world title.
Remember that one, yeah.
That's what Dave had to say. I know results are supposed to mean nothing, but timing means everything. This is the only result that I'd say was wrong for that reason, and my gut is that it was changed only to make things less predictable. Of course, this was before Edge on the following Raw announced he was retiring.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That shouldn't be the role of a world title match. Remember how the winner of the Royal Rumble is guaranteed to be in the main event at WrestleMania? Well, this was a new concept for the main event. We were 24 minutes into the show before this match started. Then the announcers noted Edge was world champion the last 3 years at Mania and lost the title on all 3 shows, and he's now a babyface. Well, at that moment, you should have called up the offshore betting places to bet the limit on Edge. He goes to the finish. Del Rio went for the armbar. Edge clasped his hands to try and block it, but Del Rio got the armbar on in the middle. Edge turned it into a cradle for a near fall. Edge then used a cloverleaf, crossed with a sharpshooter for a near submission. Crowd going nuts. Finish saw Christian hit Clay, as in Brodus Clay, with the tornado DDT on the floor. Del Rio escaped the submission, but when he got up, Edge speared him for the pin. What did Dave Meltzer give this match?
Oh, boy. Well, he said crowd went nuts, but he also didn't like the outcome of it. So I think those kind of cancel each other out. Man, I'm really tempted to do this, to go, you know what? I think he's going to go slightly higher than he went with. What was the length of time in this match?
11 minutes and 8 seconds.
That's kind of short.
It's pretty short for a world title bout at WrestleMania.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that, what is this, 2012? Something like 2011? 2011.
April 3rd, 2011.
I'm going to say 2011 Dave and 2025 Dave have found 2 Edge matches that are kind of similar. And I think he's going to give him the same star rating. Because what did he give Mox versus Cope with 2 3/4? No.
3 1/4?
Was it 3 1/4?
I think so. I think it was 3 1/4.
I'm going to say he went 3 1/4.
Well, 3.5.
I was on the right track, though. I was on the right track.
Close. Next, Cody Rhodes pinned Rey Mysterio in almost 12 minutes. So this match was longer than the opening match, of course.
Okay.
Adam Copeland dealing with a neck injury at that time. Makes sense. Didn't do a 20-minute match. So what Dave had to say, much of the match saw Rhodes trying to pull off Mysterio's knee brace. Rhodes delivered a springboard kick to the face and an Alabama slam for a near fall. Let's go Cody chants.
Oh, yeah.
Mysterio put on Rhodes' mask and did a series of Mil Mascaras flying cross chops followed by a diving headbutt wearing this plastic mask for a near fall. Rhodes rolled out of the ring. Mysterio went after him with the tope, but Rhodes clobbered him with his own knee brace and threw him in the ring. Rhodes then got the pin after Crossroads. Match was solid, but lacked heat.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dave in 2011 was so much better about mixing in the editorializing with the breakdowns of the matches.
All right. So, boy, oh boy, I'm waffling on 2 scores here. He said lacked heat. Lacked heat is a big deal for Dave.
It is.
If a match is dead, if nobody in the crowd was responding, I think he's going to dock it for that. I'm going to say he went 3 1/4.
A bit high, Steve. Remember, this is 2011, Dave. He did not give high ratings to WWE matches. He gave it 2.5 stars.
Oh my.
2.5 stars.
Oh my God, he'd give that Alberto Del Rio Edge match like 4 1/4 these days. Then,
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I'm sorry, you said what? 2 and what?
2.5.
Wow. Okay, all right.
0 for 2 so far for Steve. Next match.
How many matches are there in this thing?
8.
Oh, those were so long pay-per-views.
Yeah. Next. Well.
Oh God, a Big Show match.
We got Big Show, Kane, Kofi Kingston, and Santino Marella defeating The Core in 1 minute and 33 seconds.
Oh my! What? Oh God!
This is what Dave said. Kingston replaced Vladimir Kozlov, who did an injury angle as The Core attacked him during the April 2nd morning session of Fan Access while Kozlov was wrestling. If that's the correct term, against Tyler Rex.
Wow, dang.
Yeah. They didn't even bother showing a clip. Remember when Nexus arrived and people were saying how they made stars out of all these guys, and others were saying they were the new Spirit Squad? He goes to the finish. Marella hit the Cobra on Slater, and Show delivered a knockout punch. Paced fast, and all you could say is that they did what they could with the hand dealt them, but they had no chance to have any kind of a match. What did Dave give this one?
All right, so traditionally, Meltzer gives 2 stars for a match that exists, right? If you did the normal things you're supposed to do in a match, you get 2 stars. Clearly, he did not consider this an actual match. I'm going to say that because they tried to do what they could without having an actual match, I'm going to say he went 1.5.
You're way too high, man. Half a star. 1/2 star. You're in the mindset of 2025, Dave Meltzer.
I know.
You got to be in the mindset of 2011, Dave Meltzer. All right, try again. Next match. This is actually a good match, if I remember correctly. Randall Keith Orton defeated CM Punk in almost 15 minutes.
Oh, I've seen them do when they did the watch along thing
a
couple months ago. Yeah.
Dave said this. Punk spent most of the match working on Orton's left knee stemming from the injury spot 2 weeks ago on Raw. The Nexus crew must be done or considered a non-entity because they weren't even acknowledged and nothing about them played into this match like a late run-in or anything. This was a time when Punk was the leader of the New Nexus.
The New Nexus, yeah.
If anything, this feud was amazingly one-sided with Orton beating and injuring every member of Nexus and then beating Punk as well. Orton used a draping DDT and teased a punt, but his knee gave out. I mean, the exact same spot as on TV 6 days earlier.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Punk started laughing. Orton went for the RKO out of nowhere, but Punk escaped. Punk then went outside the ring to do a springboard move, but as he flew off, Orton caught him with an RKO for the pin. Match was fine, slow and deliberate. Finishing move, very good.
Very good. Very good. All right, man. All right. So, if this was 2025, Meltzer would probably give this like 3 3/4. This is not 2025. Go a star lower, 2 3/4.
You're getting closer.
You give it 3 stars?
3 stars.
All right.
All right, here we are, Steve.
Got to alter my math here. I got to go to 2025, get that right, drop it by 3/4 of a star.
Give or take. All right, here we go,
Something
Steve.
like that. Okay.
Michael Cole defeated Jerry Lawler via DQ with Stone Cold as special ref. This match lasted 13 minutes, 45 seconds. Remember correctly, this whole segment was like a half hour long.
The whole segment was like a half hour, yeah.
This is like the second longest write-up in the entire thing.
Jeez.
Maybe the third.
Wow.
Because a lot happens, yet nothing happens. Of course, it takes
right.
forever for the match to start. I skipped past that. Let's start here. Lawler's selling went too long and led to the match dying. Cole pulled down his strap and put on the ankle lock. Lawler was selling this lousy-looking ankle lock. It wasn't quite Hogan selling for Jay Leno, but it wasn't far off either. Lawler kicked him off and made a comeback. Fans were signaling for a pile driver, and that move is banned unless you're Undertaker, Kane, or Triple H, because they used it first or something.
He said or something.
Or something. Lawler used the ankle lock. Cole was tapping like crazy, and Austin ignored it. He was screaming, "I give," and finally Austin called for the bell. Notable with all that damage that the next night on Raw, he didn't even bother to limp.
All right, so can we rewind a bit? The core match received half a star?
1/2 star, yes.
Okay. So this is going to do better than that. I am going to say he gave this a single star.
You're on the board.
Thank God I got one of these. Man, what a feat. My goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
right, let's go. I probably just subconsciously remember that from when we did it before.
That could be.
But I got it.
All right, best match on the card, Undertaker versus Triple H, no holds barred, 29 minutes, 22 seconds. Dave said this: Triple H came out fast, throwing punches over and over until Undertaker threw him over the top. Triple H was fiercely jacked up when you consider he's in his 40s. Let's go to the finish. The Triple H grabbed the chair and hit Undertaker with 10 hard chair shots to the back, bending the chair up. Undertaker got to his feet, and then Triple H hit him with a hard chair shot to the head. Everything was slowed down here. Undertaker snatched Triple H's neck, but Triple H started laughing because Undertaker had lost all his superpowers and was too weak. It's like Superman 2.
Yeah, it is.
Triple H then gave Undertaker a tombstone, and Undertaker kicked out. The people actually bought at this moment that Triple H could win. Triple H had acted confident after the chair shots that he was going to win, but freaked out when Undertaker kicked out at this point. He then went outside to the ring for the sledgehammer. He brought the sledgehammer into the ring. Before he could use it, Undertaker put on Hell's Gate.
Hell's Gate.
Well, that was the idea anyways. It wasn't exactly smooth. The idea was Undertaker was weakened, so he didn't get Triple H, didn't put Triple H away with it. Triple H then grabbed the sledgehammer while still in the hold and was about to whack Undertaker, but at that point he was weakened and dropped the sledgehammer. He tried to pick it up, but couldn't. He tried to escape, but couldn't, and then he tapped out. Undertaker did the sell job of the century that he couldn't move due to all the punishment from the match. He tried to get up but fell down outside the ring. The one giveaway is that they were moving him, which they wouldn't do if he was really hurt. He rolled on the floor and then stopped moving. They took him out in a stretcher on a cart. What did Dave give this match?
All right, so clearly this write-up would be a 4.5 star match in 2025. I think you take off 3/4 of a star and you're left with 3 3/4.
He actually gave this one the 2025 rating, 4.5 stars.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow. Would this be a 6-star classic in 2025?
Well, it'd be 5 1/4. Be 5 1/4.
5 1/4, yeah. Okay.
5 1/4.
He'd probably, like today. Boy, what, Kit Kat? Today, man, he might go, he probably, dude, I feel like he's got a cap of like 5 for WWE these days. He doesn't give anything of over 5.
All right, 2 more matches, Steve. 2 more opportunities to get one more correct.
You gonna help me?
Next, John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki.
Oh, God.
Jersey Shore.
Yes.
Defeated Dolph Ziggler, Layla, Michelle McCool in 3 minutes, 14 seconds. Dave said the following: Snooki, who was booed at first, slapped Dolph to start the match. Layla and McCool were teasing problems. They had no time and had to rush through stuff. Morrison tagged in Snooki, and the place started booing as they didn't want to see her. She did the double round-off on McCool into the corner, a back flip, and then a splash on McCool for the pin. That's all you get.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. I feel... Okay, how long was this match?
3 minutes and 14 seconds.
3 minute? Oh my God, really? They brought in Snooki for a 3-minute match? They didn't even try to milk that? Some gaga? All right. Man, I mean, dude, a 3-minute match, I don't even know if you would give that a 2-star. This match exists. I doubt this thing had any heat. Logic dictates 1.5 stars.
Another 2025 star rating, Steve. 1 star.
Oh, wait. I said 1.5 stars, and he only
it's too high. It's too high. He gave
okay.
Oh,
yeah. Drop it. Okay.
You got to drop it.
Jesus.
1 star.
Yeah, 1 star. Okay, that makes sense.
Finally, your main
Boy,
event.
this was a dog shit WrestleMania.
It was really bad.
This is horrible.
Your main event, The Miz pinning John Felix Anthony Cena in 15 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
They did 2 long video features, which, given the time constraints they were under, probably didn't need to be done. They were great videos, but there really is a priority problem here in the sense that the TV people seem to think the promotional videos is the product, not the adjunct to the product.
Mm-hmm.
All right, to the finish of the match we go. Alex Riley interfered and rammed Cena into the exposed metal turnbuckle, but Cena kicked out. Then we had a ref bump. Cena hit the attitude adjustment, but no ref. Riley hit Cena with the briefcase. Cena kicked out of the near fall. Some people cheered his kicking out and others booed it, but it was the first time in the match that you could even hear anyone cheering for Cena. Miz got the briefcase and went to hit Cena. He ducked, and Miz hit Riley. Cena then gave Miz the attitude adjustment, but Miz kicked out. Miz rolled to the floor. Cena gave Miz a wind sprint clothesline, which sent Miz over the barricade. Then, with the camera somewhere else, Cena ran and jumped over the barricade and clotheslined Miz, whose head hit the ground where there was no padding. At this point, both guys were counted out at 14 minutes, 43 seconds. Rock came out, and before he could say anything, the general manager dinged. It's the anonymous Raw GM.
Oh, Jesus.
This led to Rock throwing the computer on the ground, and Rock said this is WrestleMania and nobody wanted to see a double countout, so he was ordering it restarted. No DQ, no countout, no time limit. As they both got in the ring, Cena got Miz up for the attitude adjustment, but Rock hit the rock bottom on Cena, and Miz pinned him in 35 seconds. The crowd didn't really react to the finish as they were confused. They were happy Cena lost. They were happy Rock got back at Cena, but it was such a heel move that they didn't cheer it either. Miz was celebrating in the ring, and Rock started punching him around and gave him a spine buster and a people's elbow to end the show. What did Dave give this match?
Boy, what a mess. You know, sometimes it'd be nice if he just said this was a super match or this match existed. You know, like give me one word, Dave. Just give me one word. Seems like in this case it was not a super match. But how long was the match?
It's 15 minutes, 18 seconds.
Okay, so that's like a normal match length. Normal match is 2 stars. Say you gave it with the shit at the end. Oh boy, I'll say you gave it 2.5.
Half that, 1.25.
Oh my God. I have such a hard time wrapping my head around just how bad he was dogging WWE back then, because these days he's all about the Fed. Wow.
Remember, there was a huge spell. It wasn't until Money in the Bank 2011 that he actually gave WWE a 5-star match. And that was after this.
Dude, I honestly, like, our coaches are aligned on this. It's just, you know, it's I think also from like my point of view, it's not hard to forget necessarily that WWE was such dog shit back then, but to a degree, it's kind of hard to remember being in the moment and being like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we just took it for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's you know, I probably agree with Meltzer in this case, you know, dog shit.
Yeah.
From beginning to end. My goodness gracious. Wow. So the highest, okay, so the Triple H Undertaker was 4.5. That was the highest on the card.
And then Edge and Del Rio was 3.5.
Okay. Boy. Yeah.
And then Punk Orton, and then everything else was 2.5 stars or less.
Gee whiz. Yeah. All right. Well, a fascinating look. You know, I'm sad he didn't give us anything about hot dogs, about, you know,
I know. That is disappointing.
No offhanded comments about wrestlers' physique. I mean, I guess Triple H, he said he was, what, jacked to the gills in his 40s?
Though he's in his 40s, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I guess what do you guys think about Dave Meltzer? Hey, you know what? I like doing that. I think it's a lot of fun, and that's kind of all that matters. So if you don't like the Meltzer stuff, I don't care. But if you do, let us know what other classic pay-per-views you guys want to see us take a swing at. Larson, you're in the hot seat next time, man, because this was not easy. Not easy. I got one.
You got 1 of 8. Yeah.
I got 1 of 8.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. So maybe more WrestleManias you want us to talk about since we're in WrestleMania season.
Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. Anyways, that's going to do it. See you guys around.
Goodbye.